I got off the start, Kent. I gotta go back, and I've told some people this, and I'm like, yeah, I was talking to one of the Rider coaches a little while ago, and his favorite football video game was Madden '92. They're like, what? Not Tecmo Bowl? Not like PlayStation? No, he said Madden '92.
Sega Genesis, baby.
Nice.
That spin move, it was unstoppable.
I got one at the lake. I'm going to have to buy it and then go up there and play it, and then we'll reconvene and be like, I don't know how you like this. Coach, hey, you guys are hosting a home playoff game in a few weeks here. The West Final will be at Mosaic Stadium. For what you guys did Friday against a scrappy Toronto team, I'm sure you can't be happier.
Oh, yeah, fired up for the guys. They played well. We knew we were going to get every team's best shot, and that team's a prideful group. They've won a lot of games. They're pros, so I was glad the guys responded well and found a way to win.
Last week on the show, we had Andrew Harris on, and he told us that Coach Mace likes to bring in fried chicken. Now that he signed this contract extension today, did he bring in more fried chicken than usual, or are you guys all going out for fried chicken, or is there somewhere else you're going to eat? Because you got to give us these details, because now we want to know. If his pocketbook's full, where are we going to go chow down?
Well, let's get a steak. I'll talk to him about that. Yeah, hell with fried chicken. Let's get some fried rib in here.
All of a sudden, there's a new deep fryer in the coach's room. You're just making it there. Yeah, no, you guys got to go somewhere tonight. You got to celebrate. Feather in the cap for those guys, though.
Yeah, it's family first here. Those guys are great people. What you see is what you get. The leadership's outstanding. The players, obviously, they're the reason they were winning. Thank God. We don't have to do anything. But, it starts at the top with Craig Reynolds and J.O. and Mace, and everybody's we're all in the circle, and it's truly family first, and it's fun to work with guys like this, and I think the players see that, and they we've got a really good tight knit group, and the best teams that I've been on as a player or as a coach, the championship teams always had the tightest group.
Coach, you're 12-4, and it's really easy because things for most part of the season have gone well. Toronto. Ryan Dinwiddie and what he's had to contend with all year between injury and roster and all of that, but still keeping it together in week 19 for the. Can you speak to just how hard or how challenging that could be as a coach when things aren't going well, but you keep the squad together?
Oh, it's tough. It's tough. And kudos to the locker room for those guys, because they keep it together more than the coaching staff, really. It's those guys handling their business, in the locker room, in meetings, making sure everybody's motivated. I mean, as coaches, you try to put together the best scheme. You're just trying to go 1-0 that week. And it's the players that got to capitalize, and they got to have that fire and go out there and win their matchups.
Are you happy with where things are? Obviously, there's always things to work on. Got to do this with the special teams group. Are you happy?
Yeah. Never satisfied, but the effort and physicality we play with, I think, it shows up on tape every day. Clearly, we could be better in penalties and some of our specialist issues that we've had. But when we take the field, our guys expect to go out there and compete and play hard and win the play, and that's the kind of the mentality that I want these guys to have, just to go 1-0 on that play and control what they can control, which is their effort, their toughness. So I'm proud of them. They're doing well.
Last time we had you on, Coach, you explained how there's offense, there's defense, but then they all come and filter through special teams, and you're always looking, watching, evaluating. It's hard to pick a favorite kid. Are there a couple of players that from the start of the year till now have really blossomed in your mind as to they've really taken up that role on special teams that maybe outside of just like the regulars, like the Mario, there's some guys that maybe we're not seeing, but you're seeing?
Sure. So Aaron Patrick, I think, is one of the top special teams players in our league. He may not make the tackle a lot of times, but he makes the play, if that makes any sense. He is a problem out there. He's big, he's strong, he's fast, he's physical and violent, plays the right way. He's been an absolute pleasure to coach this year, and really thrilled the success that he's had.
with the weather changing and all that, and special teams, obviously protect the ball. Like you protect the ball. It might get wet, might get greasy out there. As a special teams coach, maybe not the guys that are going to be hanging onto the ball. What's the difference in coaching with the change of weather and what we could see a little bit of everything in the next few weeks?
Well, we're fortunate because we practice out here every day. So it snowed a little bit today at practice. It rained a little bit and it was sunny. So good thing in Saskatchewan, we get to see the elements. But no, you have to prepare for it. The snappers, the holders, the punters, the kickers, the returners, they all have to do it. And even from training camp, it was a wet training camp. But if the forecast is showing rain, then we'll use a wet ball. So we'll bring a bucket of water out there so they're using it. And then always, every week we're anticipating wind and playing the wind, and whether we cheat up people's alignment or back them up or put a whole new personnel group out there to secure the ball. It is that is first and foremost on in our return game focus, and then we're trying to go get it on cover units.
Mario Alford has been on the injured list. He's been back a few games. I thought last game he's got that pop back. He's got that step, that quickness. Are you seeing that as well? I'm like, there's that burst. That one step and then he's gone. So are you seeing that too?
Yeah, he's got the juice back. Winnipeg, he looked like me on one of those missed field goals. Right? But I appreciate his toughness. These guys are tough, and they don't want to let anybody down. They want to be out there with their teammates playing. And you don't think of a returner being physically tough like that, but he wanted to go out there and try, and he just wasn't ready yet, and so it took some time off, and I think he's back.
What do you say to Brett Lawther after that game on Friday?
Thank you. I don't have much dark hair left or any hair up top. No, he's a warrior. Like, he's dealt with a lot of stuff this year, and I'm proud that he went out there and competed like he did and executed it. So it's nice to see when hard work works, because they care about it. They work so hard, and sometimes it's like this a little bit, and hopefully it's arrow up, which he's looked good in practice. He's competing and working hard.
So last week when Michael Hughes comes in, the new kicker from down in the States, as his coach, it's week 18, week 19. What can you possibly do at this stage of the season? But you have to get somebody potentially ready to kick in a league that they've never kicked in ever before. Now it's like, oh, God, where's the KFC? Pass that around. I'm going to need another piece here. I'm going to be here for hours.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, some of these guys, they don't know there's 12 guys on the field. And I think the biggest thing for those players, the kickers, the punters that come up, is the field width and the field size. It's so much different. And for kickoffs, a lot of it changes. So we don't have a lot of time, but he was here early and stayed late, and he worked to learn this game. And he's a good one. He's special. So I'm excited if he gets an opportunity too. We'll see what he's got.
If you ever talk to Wes Cates, you got to ask him about the time that he was back for special teams and he counted too many guys on the field in Calgary and he ran off. The coach was like, "Hey, you dummy, we play with 12.
If you watch, oh man, what the heck year was it? It was the West Final in Winnipeg, and we had one of the Herman Reeds. He's our counter guy on punt return, and he counted too many, and he sprinted off, and like Pete Rose head first slide, and it was snowing and icy, and he slid about 10 yards. I helped him up. I said, now we're playing with 11, thanks. But it happens, because I just tell them, you have one chance to count, and if you count it wrong, you better run off, and then we'll deal with the rest. I'd rather have 11 than too many.
When you're giving advice to a brand new field goal kicker in a brand new situation, obviously, hopefully the first piece is don't miss, because you'd mentioned the width of the field, because somebody's going to be running this back. Just put her down the uprights. What are you looking for in a brand new player like that? Is it potential, obviously accuracy, but you've seen a million of these guys. What is it for you that's got to tick the boxes to be like, okay, there's something here?
It's more than just making them through too. So like when we're trying these guys out, we want to see, where is it going in? What kind of lift does he have? Is he barely making them all one way, or is he hitting them all true and right up, high and in the middle of the uprights. So leg strength, obviously, any kind of touch that he has for kickoffs, different types of kicks are important. So obviously you have to have leg strength and power at this level. You got to have great control, lift and rotation, because the wind up here will affect the ball flight for sure. And then, any kind of onsides or surprise type kicks, shots in the bag, we like to see.
We talked to Chris Milo last week, former Rough Rider kicker, and we were talking about in the NFL how the balls are just flying. And he said, yeah, it's like kicking a soccer ball now. What are the changes to the CFL game? Because they started talking about the different leather in balls. As special teams coach, is there any truth to that? Is the CFL balls now going further too?
They must have given us the wrong ones this year. I don't know. I want some of those helium balls down in the south. So I don't know. I just hope we have 12 out there and let's run and hit somebody.
Last one for you, Coach. Now they're talking about, okay, well, this guy, we're going to maybe rest him. We're going to rest this when it comes to to Winnipeg and the other games. Special teams wise, do you really have that luxury? Is it kind of like, hey, everyone's got to play?
Well, when that happens, usually it's the core teamers that are getting the start or getting to play more. So now we have to shuffle the deck on special teams, and we're so limited roster size. But the good thing is guys are, especially if they're going to start, maybe they're going to play a certain number of series or quarters or halves or whatever. They're proud and they're pumped for their backup to get in there and get some playing time, and they're more than willing to pick up some slack on specials. So we got a good culture.
I didn't know this, but we had Charleston Hughes on a few weeks ago, and he said when he was a Calgary Stampeder, the rule was with Huff, every starter played on at least one special team. And he said it kept guys focused and in the game. Have you ever been part of a situation like that where you'd mentioned even these starters? No, everybody takes a turn.
It just depends to me on your makeup and on your roster, the age of guys. Like our guys are all more than willing, but they don't, it's not mandatory that I do that. I just try to use my best judgment. I get a report every game to see how many reps they're getting, how many defensive reps, how many special teams reps. And you don't want to wear out these guys, especially some of the older guys. But, there's limited rosters, so they got to play. Somebody goes down, next man up, and it's the same type of mentality and expectation when they're out there. So, all
right, Coach, we'll let you go get probably changed up and for this big steak supper that Coach should be taking you to,
or fried chicken in the office.
Either one, it's a win for me.
Thanks for doing this again, Coach. Best of luck.
Thanks, guys.
Right on.
See ya.